What's up, Get Better Basketball community? I'm Coach DeMarco, and this is Focused. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you a quick hitting baseline out of bounds set that's sure to get you an open three-pointer. Before I break down this great set, you know what to do. Hit that like button down below, turn on your notifications, and subscribe to the Get Better Basketball YouTube channel for more great video breakdowns each and every week. Now, let's focus in on the University of Minnesota's 31 Loop Stagger. So pretty simple setup here from Minnesota. We have our three players here across the free throw line. We have our one down here in the corner. Some teams you'll see them go three across here and they'll put their one player in the paint, or they'll go three across here and put one player up here. There's different ways you can do it, and I have some great baseline out of bounds sets that I've shared in the past from this unique setup. In this instance, Minnesota is going to initiate the action by having the middle player screen for this outside player away from the ball. This is the loop action. So they're going to screen, and this player is going to loop around, but they're not going to come off the staggered screen themselves. They're actually going to stop off that screen right here, and now they're going to rescreen for that middle player, who's now going to be the player that comes off the staggered screen. So it's going to be a screen the screener action. What I really like about it is that loop that we see where that player comes around, they stop, and then rescreen for the original screener, who's going to come off the staggered screen with a ton of space here in this action and knock down a three-pointer. As we watch this, I want to point out one more thing here with this action. We have the original player who comes around and loops, and their defender is going to come underneath so they can protect the basket. Maybe they would execute a switch with this player if this offensive player came around. There's different ways they obviously could defend it. However, on the rescreen, what I want you to notice here is the initial defender who is covering this player is going to stop when he stops. And that staggered screen actually makes it even harder for this defender to get through, because his own man, it's a staggered screen and almost a double screen here with this player that is setting a screen on his own man. So by using that loop action and stopping, and this defender stopping, it actually makes it even harder for this defender to get through. Really well executed by the Golden Gophers here. Now, the last thing I want to point out is obviously this defender could, in fact, work to get out on the shooter, but that's where you have the option for this player to come right back down into the paint, either with the smaller defender and sail them, or maybe even open altogether. And there's a couple of other wrinkles and things you can do off of this three-person action. I'm sure your wheels are spinning and you're thinking about some things yourself. And we'll see that that defender does try to get out here, but just not enough time to get out on a good shooter from Minnesota who knocks down the three. Two wrinkles here, one being obvious. You could actually have this player just continue off the screen after you run this once or twice, and they could now be open because their defender is going to hesitate a little bit more, thinking they're going to stop and rescreen. So you actually could have them come off the screen. You also, off of that action, this player right here, who's going to come off the staggered, after you run this once or twice, this defender is going to cheat pretty hard. You could have them take one or two steps to the basketball, get this defender going, plant, and cut right back to the basketball. It's one of two things is going to happen if you do that. This defender is going to come in and sort of tag them and cover them, and it's a nice easy pass to the weak side corner for a three, or they're not going to step in and this player is going to walk in and get a layup. So that's a nice wrinkle you could run off of it, but obviously we know in this instance they come off the staggered screen and knock down the three-pointer. So here it is at full speed. Great action by the Minnesota Golden Gophers, knockdown three-pointer. This loop staggered action by the Golden Gophers is extremely difficult to defend for the reasons I showed you in this video. And I like this setup because there's a lot of different wrinkles that you can use off of it, a couple of which I showed in this video. If you love this video, then hit that thumbs up button down below, turn on those notifications, and subscribe to the Get Better Basketball YouTube channel for more great video breakdowns each and every week. As always, get better every day. If you watch this video and you want your team to knock down shots like you saw from Minnesota, then make sure you invest in a brand new Dr. Dish all-purpose shooting machine. Mention hashtag GBetBBChat or the Get Better Basketball chat for up to $300 off select shooting machines. Don't miss out on this opportunity to make your team the best shooters they can be.